Today, our focus is on you, the author, the writer. This is where we offer tips and tricks on goal setting, time management, and accountability, along with the occasional author help interview. If you haven't been here before, and even if you have, welcome. My name is Cynthia Carver. Our podcast is on how to write it, edit it, and publish it, then market it. And that's your book we're talking about, because I've already done mine. If you like this type of video or podcast, do give it a thumbs up, poke the subscribe button, ring the bell, and let's talk shop. What kind of tools are we going to need? Well, the only thing you need to begin your journey as a writer is your imagination, a pencil or pen, and a notebook. Most of us have laptops, either a PC or a Mac, iPads or Android tablets, or a smartphone. Each comes with a basic word processor, I think. Okay, I'll be honest. I have a Mac and an iPad, and then I have a Samsung Galaxy for my phone. So on my iPad, I don't think it's changed. Okay, writing offline is less distracting. Google allows you to save it to My Drive or a G Drive. My favorite is using the stenographer's pad. I write on one side of the pages until I get to the end of the book, and then I flip it over and I continue writing. And this allows me to set it up like a tent and transcribe it. This is an easy format for me, as I was taught over half a century ago to transcribe that way. Formatting. Your word processor will need to be formatted, and you will need 1-inch margins on the left and right hand side, 1 inch from top, 1.5 inches from the bottom. So set your margins before you start typing your words. Let's see. The next step is to choose 1.5 or double line spacing. And this allows your editor to read it easily and to mark it easily with her red pen or red font. When you start thinking about grammar, I suggest ProWritingAid or Grammarly. But whatever you do, don't use both. You might think, it'll be better. I have both of them. This is a bad choice. This is a strong no. They contradict each other. Is that wrong? No. They're both correct in their own consistent manner. They will readily confuse you if you decide you want to use both of them, especially as a new writer not secure in your grammar. Just choose one or the other. My choice was ProWritingAid. It was paid with a lifetime license, and I used the discount that I got at the end of November when it was offered through NaNoWriMo. It was offered to the winners, and it was a substantial discount. Next thing we want to work on is social media. You want all your social media under one name. This is your author name. Whether you plan on becoming an indie author, a traditional author, or a vanity press author, you will need all the ways to contact you under one name. This is not the name of your book. For example, when you look for me on Instagram, you'll find me under Cynthia Carver. And on Twitter, you'll find me as Cynthia_Carver. But when you look for my name, it'll come up easily. Now the profile pics, that little circle, you will want all of your profile pics to be the same picture or avatar. So when you look for your name, if it is already taken, consider adding author or books behind your name. On Facebook, I have Cynthia Carver, author. You can also put books by in front of your name. And with the consistency of using your name repeatedly, like my name with the underscore or author added to it, you'll come up in the search engines. When people are searching for you and they put in your name, it's going to pull you up. It's going to pull up your profile picture. Have it the same all across the internet, all across your social media. This will allow your readers to find you by the correct name and the correct photo, because that's what they're going to be associating you with. So, yeah, they're going to associate with you. Also consider purchasing your URL. That's your address.com. Purchase your URL, nothing else. Yes, but if you're keeping your costs down, but secure your name choice. You can redirect it without additional cost to a social media platform of your choice. The last but not least important thing to setting up your author name is to claim your free Linktree, linktr.ee account. Putting all of your social media links and your URL all in one spot. Again, I use Cynthia Carver and it's there for easy searching results. Then I have all my links, my YouTube, my social media, my Amazon page. It's all right there in one spot. You may not need it yet, but claim it. Secure your author name of choice. I had my URL, cynthiacarver.com. I had it for 5 to 7 years before I ever used it. But I knew that there were a couple of attorneys with my name. There was a couple of inmates with my name. I wanted my name to be the .com. I didn't want someone else to grab it up. So, check it out. But I do think that you need to, to secure your URL, even if you don't have it hosted right away. Now, let's talk about you. Did you watch yesterday's video? How many words can you type in 20 minutes? I practiced today and it's almost 700. Now, if you don't like to type or it takes a long time with the Hut and Peck system, well, guess what? Google Docs. Under Tools, there's a voice typing option. Then you can type more than 700 words in 20 minutes. There's also under the tools options a word counter so that at the end of the day, you can check your document and find out how many words you actually typed. The voice option takes a while to train it to your computer so that your word pronunciations are consistent. It took me about 6 weeks to train mine. It gets better the more I use it though, between 80 and 100 words a minute. Typing while thinking of the story, sometimes I have to stop and think, what's a character going to say, do, how will they respond? During those times, my typing slows way down while my mind configures those scenes. So when I went to school half a century ago, when typing was taught on manual typewriters, I was very slow. So when I would process, I was even slower yet. And then I remember on the electric typewriter, my fingers would just fly across the keys, da-da-da-da, at 60 words a minute. Then the computer came along I pounded that keyboard. I had to retrain myself for a lighter, faster touch. So you will progress like this also the more you type. So let's see, we've covered word processors. You're going to need one. No matter what kind of device you use, you're going to need one. If you don't have a word processor, get a notebook system to start with. Remember, mine's the stenographer pad. It works great. Second, you're going to need your author name. Get your URL. Put it across social media. Place it all under one name. Make it easy for your readers to find you. Third, ProWriting Aid or Grammarly. Now, if you choose not to buy that right now, put it on your writer's wish list for purchase later on. Wait for November and aim at completing NaNoWriMo. And National Novel Writing Month is in November to get the discount. Set up your NaNoWriMo.org account, again, using your author name. Side note, my first novel I wrote for NaNoWriMo didn't make sense. It was missing chapters. My last chapter was written first, but it had the 50,000 words. That is 1,667 words a day. And if you miss a day, you'll need to make it up the next day, or you'll make it up in chunks. That's it for today. So you need a word processor, you need social media under one name, the name that you'll be writing under, Grammarly or ProWriting Aid, or put it in your wish list for later on. So thank you so much for your time. It's very much appreciated. And if you like what I had to say, share the video. Don't forget to leave your goals or what you would like in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, ring my bell, and poke the thumbs up. Follow us. My links are in the description below. Stay creative and keep writing.